In case you missed the Marvel Snap update, I'm going to break it all down for you. Let's get started. So the first thing we'll go over is the new token shop. So this is super cool. Every 8 hours, a new card enters the token shop. Right now, I got Agent Coulson in here, Series 4 card, and it's either going to be from Series 3, 4, or 5. Series 3 costs 1,000, Series 4 costs 3,000, Series 5 costs 6,000. And what you can do is if you really like this card but you don't have enough tokens, you can pin it and then it won't leave, and you can just wait until you get enough tokens to purchase it. Or if you unpin it, it'll change every 8 hours. Love this update. This is super cool. If a card pops up that you want, now you can just get it if you have enough tokens. All right, we have some general updates first. Card boosters no longer appear as rewards from collector's cases or collector's reserves. They've been replaced by collector's tokens. So you can still earn card boosters on the collector's levels. They're just not in these cases and reserves anymore, which I think is kind of cool because it gives you more collector's tokens, and then you can get more cards that you want. Improved bad luck protection for collector's cases and collector's reserves. Going forward, players at the same collection level will have nearly the same number of cards. That's pretty cool because if you weren't getting that like 50%, you could get no cards potentially, and that'd be horrible. So probably how it's going to work is like if you don't get a card, then the next time you have a higher percent chance to get a card. So you and someone else will probably be around the same level of cards, because if you keep not getting cards, then eventually you will have to get a card. When you favorite a card variant by pressing the star button above the card, you now have the option to automatically swap that variant into all decks that contain that card. So that's pretty cool. So if you get a cool variant, you don't want to go through and take it out of every single deck, and then you can just put that one in. So that's pretty cool. During a game, players can now tap their opponent's avatar or own avatar to view player titles in the pop-up avatar menu. The end turn button is disabled for a few seconds when your opponent snaps. This should make it harder to accidentally accept a snap. Yeah, so when you're moving and they like snap and you're clicking the button at the same time, that kind of sucks because you're like, wait, what did I just do? I could be in trouble here. Performance improvements for app launch loading time. That's cool. Added support for sign-in with Apple. Okay, nice. Now we got art and visual effects. Infinity Borders visuals have been improved. Cards upgraded to Infinity look way cooler. And you can see here, here's a new Infinity border. A lot cooler. Super nice. Awesome new border. Flare modifiers earned from Infinity Split now have a chance to roll one of 7 different colors: red, green, blue, purple, black, white, and gold. Flare modifiers unlocked before this update will now rotate through multiple colors. So that's kind of cool. Card emojis have received a bit of polish to make them a little easier to use and see. So that's actually true, because I didn't know these existed until today, and I saw it and I was like, whoa, what is that? It's a card emoji, little face on the card. Logos have been added to cards and location power modifiers in game. Tap on the card or location to see what's modifying it. We got some new audio sounds too. So for cards, it's Magic, and for locations, it's Ego, Central Park, Project Pegasus, The Raft, and Death's Domain. Balance updates. Now these are the huge ones. So they nerfed Angela from 1 power to 0 because they were seeing her in a lot of decks and they want to make other options more appealing. And here's Angela's nerf. She's a 0 now. I still like her. I still like it. Destroyer was nerfed from 16 power to 15 power. They think by lowering his power by 1, it'll give opponents more of a chance to win the location he's played to. So that's a tiny nerf because he's still super beefy. And here you can see Destroyer was nerfed to 15 power. Mysterio was nerfed from a 5 to a 4. Mysterio has more power than other 2-cost cards because of how many slots he takes up at other locations. However, in many cases, those extra 2-0 illusions end up being quite beneficial, so we're lowering his base power by 1. That's true. Some Mysterio decks are pretty nasty, and they use those 2-0 illusions well. Sarah's slightly too good right now. We're shaving a bit of power off. So they dropped her from 5 power to a 4, which is great because I just unlocked her, so it's cool. As soon as I got her nerf. Not terrible because obviously her ongoing ability is what makes her so good. Onslaught's ability now stacks additively with effects like Mystique or Onslaught Citadel rather than exponentially. So this is hilarious. On Twitter I saw where there was 2 locations. One was 6-cost cards cost 1 less, and there will be a 7th turn, and this guy played a Wong, a Mystique, and an Onslaught, and then the last card he played in that location was Gambit, and he destroyed all 12 of that person's cards and would have destroyed 4 more. He got up to 16. That's nuts. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And then Nick Fury has been added to Season 3, so that's cool. They also rolled out a whole lot of bug fixes, so if you had any of these problems, you should be good to go. But they also still have a known issues list, so these are problems they're still working on. Hopefully in the next update, they'll get fixed. Let me know what you think about the update in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Thanks.